Good early AM, everyone. T-Speaker 222 XRP Future Millionaire with side bet on Excellent Future. Did you bet OG? So this is just a quick update. So you see me had some major sell orders that came in. I was willing to be in up until not the second part of the drop, but like I told you guys, I bought Doge at 26.4, and when we were going over the Bulleyse scenarios, we had a 5%, a 12%, or a 20+%. And unfortunately, we only got to that 4.5% range. And I told you guys with those, what I was doing, if it got up to 29.5 cents or 29 cents and it fell back through, I was going to sell it when it looked like it couldn't support itself. So when it got right here, I was looking at this very carefully. And it just dropped off the map. So right when it got to here, I sold. When it started coming down right here. Unbeknownst to me, what was about to happen, I didn't know there was going to be a 1.3 million sell in the 3 minute and well, we can just go to the 1 minute, the 757,000 in a minute. There was some major dump offs. There was over 2 million Doge sold in just about 3.5 minutes, and it caused a big drop. So now you could, you're looking for the further reversal, but for me, I'm out. When I start seeing this, I'm out. 28.4, 28.5 was my limit. So I did great. My average when I got in was 26.4, and then I sold at 29.3 to 29.9, 38%. Bought that back at 28.4, and it went up to 29, but then when it was falling through, I had to sell it again. And I made this very clear to everybody. I wish I could have, emailed everybody or messaged, but it just so happened to fall when I was taking care of my son, doing our nighttime routine. But I told myself, if it came back down to 28.6, I'm out. And I stuck to that. And even if it goes up now, when I see those sell orders, I have no interest. With XRP, it was the same deal. We had whales selling like galore. If you go into the 3 minute, it's been brutal. And this is what I was talking about. As long as it stayed in our direction in the upside, we could do some serious things. But I told you, once we started flipping, it was either going to be that 4.5%, there was a 9%, there was a 15%, and there was like a 25% plus chance. I'm finishing these cups. We had to avoid this. We got to the first one. We got that 4.5% out of it, or 5%. But then it fell back through, so your key to sell on XRP would have been 116 when it fell back through that resistance. Like we were talking about, Doge, our key to sell was when it fell back through that 29-cent resistance, and then you could hold it to see what was going to happen. I held it to 28.6. But then it just, the way it wasn't catching, it just didn't feel right. And then literally 3 minutes after I sold, there was over 2 million Doge sold. So it went instantly from 28.4 down to 27.8, and right there I was sitting there, I'm like, whew, I feel way better about my decision, because even if I had to buy it back right now, it's already down 0.6 cents. But I don't anticipate, I'm not going to be buying any more swing trades. If it goes up, it goes up. But when I start seeing the whales dumping off like that, that's not a good sign. So, and this could be a shakeout, but you have to have your money in smart money. So now we got to go to different support levels. So I won't be doing a swing tonight until we find the proper support level. I was up $400 or $500, so I'm very happy. It could have turned into much more, but it also could have turned into a lot less. But we only went up to the first level, and we had to do it accordingly. So that's why I say watch every video. Make sure you're paying attention. I had a number of videos deleted the last 2 days, so I'm not sure what's going on. I had 2 today that were outright deleted, which is bullshit. So my video count's been all messed up, so I'm not sure what's going on, but we had nailed video after video after video, and it even showed the 5, the 12, and roughly 20% spots, and what could happen and what would have to happen, and what we would have to avoid when we got back to the 5% gaining spot today. And we unfortunately did not avoid it, and we had some major whale sales. So now, unfortunately, it could be going belly up. We talked about this and said, hey, we're trying to ride what we can, but, you got to do it smart. Now it's becoming very risky. If you're still in it, you got to pay attention. You obviously didn't listen to any of my levels, because I've had the sell so that you could keep the profits from today and yesterday. So I showed you the perfect levels. They held strong. So now we got to be careful, because now when the whales start dumping a significant amount, Doge, they dumped 3 million in 3.5 minutes roughly, or 4 minutes. With XRP, we had significant stretches here in the 3 minute. We can literally see it was 1 in 2,000 in volume for 3 minutes, and then all of a sudden 101, 187, 427, 287, 117, another 122, but 271. So guys, this is where you have to be very, very careful, because this very well could be hooking around and doing some bullshit just to come back up. But when they sell off these and these kind of chunks, you get one more chunk like this, and now you're already back below where you bought in from yesterday even. So I'm just coming here with a imminent warning. We hit our first targets, but like we said, if we didn't have enough strength, we were going to come back after that first cup and handle, and that was going to be the end of it. And that's exactly what happened. Unfortunately, we never got to the second and third level. The first level I thought was guaranteed, which we hit. The second and third level, like I said, those are higher, 50-50. The one was 60-40. The first one, like I said, was like 100% that it was going to at least hit that. And that's what it did. It retouched its local top. But unfortunately, the whale started selling. So you guys really need to pay attention. This is a breaking news alert. Even if we go back up right now, we've had some significant sells. And you never want to see that big of selling pressure at that point, because that was a breaking point, and it overwhelmingly got shot down. So we very well could see a pump tomorrow. But right now, hopefully you listened to me. You got out when it was around 29 cents for Doge. You got out on XRP before it flipped back down towards under 116. We had this up all day. I went through this all day, and we're going to see if there's any kind of push now, because that was a significant drop off. And generally, when you've been consolidating that long and you drop off like that, this is basically singing the end of the road, basically. So just pay attention, be alert. If you want to look at my Swing Traders Anonymous or my Twitter, those links are in the video description below. If you'd like to join Tom's Army or donate to the channel for keeping the content free and showing your appreciation, those links are always in the description. If you want to like or dislike, show your approval or disapproval, please make sure to interact and hit that like or dislike button. Share this far and wide. And guys, this is an imminent warning. Be alert. Keep your guard up.